Hey YouTubers, me again. So, new week, new video, and this video is going to be about the reaction of Jexica and some more Riarkle hint, one big Riarkle hint that I found on Twitter. So first off, let's make this fast with the Jexica reaction. I liked it. I wish it was better. Honestly, I rated a 6 out of 10. I didn't think it was that great. I've seen way better episodes, and I felt like Girl Meets High School was better. So yeah, I mean, it was interesting because, you know, I liked it only because, you know, it just shows, like, Riley still has some self-esteem issues, and, you know, she's not perfect, of course, and, you know, she's just, you know, she didn't feel very confident, and I think that maybe, like, a lot of girls could relate to that, especially young girls her age, about, like, going online and trying to make new friends and just trying to pretend to be something that you're not. And a lot of the time that doesn't work out anyway. So I felt like that was a good lesson. You always be yourself, because being yourself is always the best thing for you and for everybody else. Makes it easier, you know, no drama or anything like that. I like that lesson. There was actually no hints of ships in this episode. Actually, there was one little small hint where when Corey was asking them, have you seen these funny videos compared to, like, the educational videos? And then, like, Maya's like, oh, you mean with a panda? And, like, stuff like something with a panda, I think, or a bear. And then, like, Riley and Maya started laughing and giggling like crazy. And then, like, if you guys paid attention, Lucas was, like, adoring Maya with, like, this cute look. Like, oh, like, she's so cute when she laughs. And then, like, Farkle was doing it with Riley. So Farkle was like, oh, like she's so cute when she laughs kind of look also. So Farkle was looking at Riley and Lucas was looking at Maya. I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I am. You know what? I could care less either way, because either way, I still liked that moment. I thought it was adorable. But, you know, a lot of the time I feel like the producers tell the actors what to do, like how they should look, to what to dress, where to sit that day in the classroom, you know, in the stage, you know, and then, like, where to look, how to look. I feel like producers do that. So at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'm not reading too much into this, but maybe I am, but who knows, because what if the producers told them to look like that at them when that cute little moment happened? So yeah, not too much to say about this episode. I gave it a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. I still like Girl Meets High School better. But hopefully Girl Meets Permanent Record, and I've heard that will be a good episode. So let's hope for the best on that one. Now, as you guys know, I have a Twitter account, and I made one a little while ago. So there was this thing that someone sent me, because I posted some things on Twitter, and I'm kind of getting discouraged about the whole Riarkle thing, as you guys know, because of what happened with Ski Lodge. So someone sent me this thing, and I thought it made a lot of sense, actually. And I think you Riarkle shippers are going to like this, too. For the Rukish fans, sorry, if you want to just turn it off, turn it off. But actually I hope you don't, because this actually might prove you guys wrong. So hopefully, if this is as good of a hint, you know, that I received. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. So it was a fan on Twitter, and she posted it, and her title was, "We've been played again, non-triangle and Ski Lodge." So this is what she said. It's really long, so sorry. November last year, we learned that the hot mess that was Rukaya was actually more than just a love triangle between 3 kids. Now she posted a picture of what Girl Meets Writers posted on Twitter Friday. Triangle. Why? It was clear from the pilot. What's the secret of life? Oh, for those of you who don't like triangles, it isn't. And then she says, 8 hours later, we found out there'd be a plot twist 7 episodes in Girl Meets Writers again. We opened the office Wednesday. Welcome new writer Mackenzie Yeager. Then add that plot twist about 7 episodes in. Game changed. She writes again. Important. A plot twist is a radical change in the expected direction or outcome of the plot of a novel, film, television series, comic, video game, or other work of narrative. Keep this in mind. I'm going somewhere with this, I promised. Next, December. Girl Meets Writers again. So, we're mapping out Season 3. We want to be a wonderful Season 2. Some ideas come up. One I liked is called Girl Meets Ski Lodge. Next, Girl Meets Writers Say Again. Girl Meets High School, Permanent Record, Jexica. She Don't Like Me, Triangle, Upstate, and Ski Lodge. Yeah, that's a map. Then, February 2016. Girl Meets Writers Again. I think the people who come to our audience and then post a reveal of the story details do a great disservice to all of us. Then, she says again, you would think that this is irrelevant to this post. No. Girl Meets Ski Lodge again. Girl Meets Writers Again. Okay. 2-part Ski Lodge where the triangle we find out wasn't a triangle in Girl Meets Triangle, and Girl Meets Upstate finally absolutely resolves maybe. Girl Meets Writers Again. Girl Meets High School Part 1 and 2, Jexica, Permanent Record, and then Triangle, Upstate, True Maya, Ski Lodge Part 1 and 2. Then I expect you'll respond. The girl says, then I'll expect you'll respond. For those of you keeping track of spoilers, naming pre-taping talks, doesn't this sound a bit too familiar? And finally, March 16th, Girl Meets Writers. Permanent Record last night. 4 good shows to start season 3. Today's table, Girl Meets Triangle. We now resolve this, but of course, the twist. So, the girl starts talking again, the girl who wrote this. This might be a bit redundant, but hang tight. So last year we found out that this triangle isn't a triangle, and that there would be a major plot twist in the 7th episode later named Girl Meets Ski Lodge. Then in February, he tells us that Girl Meets Ski Lodge kinda resolves the non-triangle. He straight up tells us to expect that. But remember the definition of a plot twist? A plot twist is a radical change in an expected direction or outcome of the plot of a television series. So we knew that the non-triangle would be resolved in Ski Lodge since forever, before the tapings or any spoilers came out. Reminder that Jacobs is aware of how much we keep track of what he says. So in that sense, weren't those tweets a total misdirect? The triangle resolving isn't really the plot twist, if we knew it was going to happen, is it? He just wanted us to think it was. It's been right in front of us, we've just read it all wrong. Look at the last quote from March. In the later part so telling, we now resolve this. But of course, the twist. The plot twist was never the triangle resolving. They're 2 different things, one of which impacts the other. Now what I'm left wondering is what is the plot twist in Ski Lodge? My best guess, it's in part 1. She's right. Refer to the first tweet from February again. He knows that spoilers are released, and I'm willing to bet that the day he decided to use that to his advantage. Look at the tweet from February 28th. Then I'll expect you'll respond. Remember what Jacobs allegedly said at the taping last week? We did this episode, Girl Meets Ski Lodge, where I begged the audience not to say any spoilers. The taping wasn't over when spoilers were already posted. I was expecting that. I wanted a reaction out of you guys, and I got it. The man knows how to play his cards. Of course he posted a tweet over 2 months before Girl Meets Ski Lodge spoilers come out, in hopes that we'd forget, and we sure did. Of course he wants a reaction. Of course he knew the fandom would react the way they did. Of course he planned part 2 to be filmed and part 1 to be kept under wraps. Of course. Why would there be any logic behind having part 2 being filmed since it's the actual resolving of the triangle? Jacobs wanted part 2 to be filmed. He wanted us to know what to expect. He wanted a reaction. But remember, this isn't the plot twist, a radical change in the expected direction or outcome of the plot. This man is a damn genius, and we have been played big time. Now, this girl is a genius because I didn't even figure this out. She's right. If there was if the plot twist is not in part 2, for all we know, it's in part 1. That's why he kept it under wraps, and that's why no audience was allowed to go see it. Boom. Knew it from the start. Okay, I totally did not know that, but I did have my suspicions. This girl's just confirmed it. So anyway, guys, that wraps it up for today. Thanks for watching. My Twitter account will be on the bottom, the link, and my Facebook page. Don't forget to like Riarkle fans, and my new Twitter page called Riarkle Queen. Until next time, guys, until I post